AI agents, they present a massive opportunity, nearly 450 billion by some estimates, right? But most enterprises, they never capture it. Pilots, they're everywhere, yet lasting value is very rare. Irina, coming to you, what do you think like is really driving this gap? Like, why are so many pilots getting stuck?
So great question, and especially puzzling one because look at the opportunity number, 450 billion. And AI is everywhere, right? When you go into social media, TV, what have you, it's AI, AI, AI. And yet, when you look at the numbers on this screen, it tells a very different story. 1% of executives would consider their rollout mature, just 1%. And just 2% of organizations have implemented AI at scale. So clearly the gap is just vast, but there's a reason for it. Technology is new. Technology is not proven, so it's great that everyone could use ChatGPT, but we all know that when we use AI in corporate setting, it's a little bit more involved. It requires clean data to provide accurate results. It involves guardrails and trust to make sure that AI behaves and doesn't misbehave because no one wants to be a headline for the wrong reason.
Yeah.
And the last, but probably one of the most important one, is aligning technology to business to solve a correct business problem. The only way value is going to be realized is when technology solves the problem that business needs it to be solved. Given that AI is everywhere and everyone is trying to put this big fat check mark on AI, sometimes the tendency is to use it where maybe AI is not the best solution. So that gap kind of amounts to those two things that I mentioned, but also selecting the right use case is important. Start small and iterate widely. And that's where, with all those principles kind of apply, it would really allow a company to shift from that constant experimentation to slow and gradual adoptions because they will see the value that AI actually brings to the organization.
Totally agree. I think there's so much AI everywhere, and I think lots of time customers are actually also saying that, okay, we want to do something in AI, but we don't know the use cases and all. You tell us the use cases and all. So very rightly framed. I think so. Not putting AI everywhere makes sense. You have to actually find out the specific use case where it can fit in. Awesome.
True, Atul. Yeah. Thanks, Rina. It sets a very clear picture and brings us to the heart of what actually drives scale, consumption, and adoption. Because at the end of the day, AI agents don't deliver value because they exist. They deliver value because people use them, right? Trust them and rely on them to run the real work.